Hello YouTubers, this is Yar from the Spanish classroom, and today I am going to teach you or show you a process video how I repurpose an old hole punch into my own Filofax hole punch, and this is for personal Filofax. And I don't know if it will work for A5 or the other sizes. I haven't tried that yet, but the compact is the one I need, so the compact is the one I tried for. Now this is the engineer in me, I have to say. I have been using my Filofax for about 4 months now, and I'm in love. I love the personal size, and I just gotten my original in patent purple, so I'm very happy. What I wasn't happy with was trying to cut paper and punch holes with my We Are Memory Keepers crocodile. One hole at a time was not my cup of tea. So I went to the internet and I checked the different type of hole punchers right there, and they were a little bit pricey, from $18 up plus shipping. And I was ready to buy one that people were raving about, and then I said, well, what if I can make my own? So I visited my local thrift store. I have a Goodwill in my town, and they had this hole punch. It was originally $2.99 and it was 50% off yesterday, so I got it for $1.50. And I said, you know what, for $1.50 I can try it. First of all, a couple of things that you want to make sure that your new hole punch is able to do. This is not a one-size-fits-all. You need to have the right hole punch because it needs to have enough spaces for you to move the little pegs around. For example, when you go, oh, I should tell you what you'll need for this video. You'll need hole punch, you'll need a screwdriver, and you'll need a Filofax page for us to figure out the spacing of it all. Okay? So I'm going to remove my things that I will be using with you today. Here, you will see what I mean. This is the spacing that I'm needing. I need 3 holes in a row. We cannot do with this hole punch that I purchased. I cannot do the 6 of them. It looks like I may, but I will not. I've tried it, trust me. But that's okay, because I can do 3 and then flip my page over into 3. Or I have another idea. I am going to do 3 on one side, and then I'm going to flip my page down, slide it down, and do the other 3 on this side. We'll see how that works. But for this video, I'm going to just teach you how to do 3, okay? So the main thing is to make sure that you're purchasing a hole punch that has enough spaces in the back. And I'm going to flip mine over because it is a little bit easier to see in the back. And I'll just do on this side. I'd like you to see this is my hole punch right here. And total has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 on one side. And then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I missed one. There's 7 and 7. So I have 14 holes altogether, okay? What I'm going to be using is the 3 on this side only for now. You want to make sure that when you go to your thrift store, you have a Filofax paper or something that will show you the spacing that you'll be needing, okay? So I went to my store, my thrift store, and I used this, and I said, okay, those 3 spaces right there will work for me. I'm going to tilt it just a bit so you can see that. See? Right there. Those 3 spaces will work for me. I actually used this. It was a little bit easier to sort of see. You can in the light. But anyway. So I just bring a paper so you'll see what you'll need, okay? It almost looks like I'd be able to go like this, but it won't. I have tried it. So what to do? All right, so now you have to get your 3rd one up on this section, and you'll be all set. For that, you will need a screwdriver. So righty-tighty, lefty-loosey, and I have already, come behind it, I have already loosened it, okay, for us. But if you don't know, just turn left and it'll loosen. Enough. Do not lose this. You will need to secure it later. You will need it later. Now I'm going to flip it over to show you how I did it. Most of us will try to pull, but you can't get it out. You can't just pull it. But this is what you will do. You will turn it on its side, okay? And bring it out. And to put it back in, you'll turn it on its side again. Okay, don't lose it. Turn it on its side and then flip it. I think my hand was covering the whole thing. But anyway, I'll try it again. I am going to try to turn it from the back. Turn it on its side. Push it out. Push it in. I'm just placing it in there. And I'm going to turn it from the back. You just stand it up right there. Okay? Now flip it over and secure it. There's just line up your... Well, I can't do this without covering it. Okay. Line up your screw with the hole and just secure it. Okay? And let's test it. And then, oh, so you will need some test paper as well, scratch paper. Okay, so I just have, regular paper that I cut. And I am going to just see if the spacing is proper, is correct for me. So this is what I got. I have 3 holes, and I'm going to, once again, use my tester. And I'm going to place mine in the back because I want you to see something. The spacing is beautiful. I love it. It works perfectly. Please notice that it gives me a larger diameter hole than the Filofax brand. I have no issues with that because it cost me $1.50. If you need perfection, and that's okay, I respect that, you can go ahead and spend the $30. But for $1.50, I'm okay. Something else that I would like you to notice. Do you see how my paper is here is a little bit larger? This spacing right here is larger than my Filofax. I need to compensate for that in my hole punch. What I'm going to do is I am going to do some markings so that when I place my paper in, I don't go all the way out, but I position it just enough. And I will play with that. I will make another video on how to do that. I just wanted to show you that this can be done. Now, what I'm going to do now, and what I was thinking about, was I could just take this, flip my paper over, do the other side. And that way I would have, the 6 holes per page. But I've changed my mind. I am going to put 3 more of this here. I have an older one that I'm going to repurpose. I'm going to put 3 more here. So I will do this side, punch it, push it over, and do that side, and punch it. And I don't have to get it out and flip it or any of that. I will make a video for that. But just so you'll know, this will work. The next step is for me to mark this and stop it. So I also wanted to show you this. Not every hole puncher will work. Make sure that you do have the right dimensions in the back so that you are able. Now these ones are 5.5, 7, and then the one at the end. Okay? So 5.5, 7, and the one at the end is the one that gives me the correct spacing. These ones do not give me the right spacing. I am going to tell you which hole punch does not work. This one does not work, okay? I will tell you why. This one has limited amount of spaces where I can move my pegs. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. The other one had 14, remember? So here I am only able... I need at least 3 holes together, and none of them gives me the right spacing. This 3 together doesn't give me the right spacing. This 3 together doesn't. This 3 together doesn't. And this 3 together doesn't. I cannot get the right spacing, okay? So this one is not a good one to buy. Make sure that you are definitely looking into that when you go to your store. However, this one's going to come in handy. I am going to remove these 3 pegs, and I'm going to place these 3 pegs at the other end of my new faux Filofax hole punch, okay? That should not take too long, so I think I can just, this one's a little bit easier. This one's kind of full up. Oh, I had not loosened them yet. So now I'm going to remove this one. It served its purpose. And I'm going to, once again, I'm just going to lay them on their side, slide them, and flip them. And I'm just going to kind of push them over. Lay them on their side and flip them. Lay them on their side. You gotta get them on the right side, otherwise it doesn't work. On their side, push them all the way in. And flip them. This one's tricky. It grew. There we go. Now I just have to line them up in the right space. So I want the one on the end, the one that has a 7 on it, and then the one that has a 5.5. And I'll just start with this. And these are pretty standard. In size, so they are interchangeable from one to the next, from one hole punch to the other. Okay, and that's my third one. I'm going to secure this with my screwdriver just to make sure they don't move, and I'm not sure I did this for this because I am not moving this anymore. Alright, so now I have 3 on this side and 3 on this side, and this 3 will give me this 3 spaces, and this 3 will give me the bottom 3 spaces, okay? Thank you so much. I hope that was helpful. The video is a little bit long, but hopefully it is a helpful video. I will make another video to show you what to do to make your paper stop so you will have the perfect punch each time. Thank you. Adios.